So title review, basically, if you ever look, have you seen it? Like the last time I looked at a title, it looked like gibberish to me. And just, if it's just a clean title, it would have, the PID number, which is the partial identifier number and stuff like that. And then, there's a couple of things about the location and things like that. Now, but there's a lot of other things which kind of portray, they pertain to like easements or right of ways or a bunch of things from the city. Okay, so it's important because most agents, I'm not saying all of them, but some of them, they don't, when you're doing on the listing side, because every one of those things costs a lot of money. So what it is, a lot of listing agents, they don't actually pull them because they don't want to pay $40 per line. The last time I did one, it was like 40 of them. Easements and right of ways, especially if it's a strata and it's a high rise, they might have some air traffic, controls or, it has to do with like airplanes and things like that. But, it's important because you want to understand everything that's on there. And I'm going to be honest with you, I've seen some of these title easements and stuff, they're like from the early 1900s. So they don't actually make sense sometimes. They're not plain English. So what we do is we have a relationship with a really good prominent law firm here locally. What he does, he actually breaks it down in English layman terms. And he says like, this means it's it's an easement. This means that the last time, I'm going to tell you, this just happened a couple months ago. We had a buyer who was interested in a certain property. And we did a title review and we found out that the city can come and take away 10 feet from the backyard anytime they want. 10 feet, which is crazy. Especially he's buying, that was a detached home. And that's what you're buying in Vancouver. 99% of the value of the homes is not in the actual building. It's in if you look at your property assessment values, they're actually coming, it's land. So imagine buying something for over $1 million and, any moment, the city can come and take 10, 20% of it. That was a huge thing that kind of benefited our buyers, so because the listing agent didn't have that in there. So we did it for our buyers and it worked out really beautifully because he was protected at the end. So I absolutely guarantee, I absolutely recommend that anybody who buys a property should at least have a lawyer look at their title, pull the appropriate, like everything that's on there and have it read and, basically translated in normal English.